All right, it's Saturday, April 25th. I guess I am officially 2 weeks out to the day from my first competition. It's 11:30, so I guess this time 2 weeks from now I hopefully will have completed the pre-judging. I think that happens in the morning and ends sometime around lunch. So we're getting close. I can't believe how close and yet how far I still am. You know, it's that sort of ongoing feeling of not having enough time to prepare, but you know, still having 2 weeks of dieting and whatnot staring me down. So anyway, having said that, I was absolutely shocked by my weight this morning. I haven't emailed Jeff yet, but anyway, my weigh-in this morning, well, let me say last weekend was 163.4 or 163.7, something like that. Last weekend. This morning I was 158.0 pounds. So I don't know, unless my scale's playing tricks on me, that's a weight loss of just about 5 pounds. Over 5 pounds, I guess. So I don't know. I know body weight fluctuates, water weight fluctuates. I haven't really done anything different as far as my diet goes, and cardio hasn't really changed much. If anything, I feel like my cardio has actually been less intense. But at this point, I imagine I've probably lost muscle mass. I mean, that's inevitable. I still like what I see. I just finished taking some photos that I'm going to send Jeff, and you know, hopefully he'll agree. He and I had discussed dropping carbohydrates this coming week, and I can't imagine he's going to want to do that with the way my weight keeps dropping. But, you know, that said, I really want to make sure I am as cut and as lean as possible for this competition. And, you know, I'm fully embracing the fact that I'm a lightweight. You know, I actually was following some other guys on YouTube recently, like Chris Elkins and some people like that who I think are also technically lightweights. And I think one of Chris Elkins' competition weights, if I remember correctly from what I read on Instagram, was around like 155 or below, which kind of makes me think if I'm truly going to be in a lightweight class, maybe I need to keep dropping even more weight. I don't know at this point. I'm just going to trust Jeff. I seriously thought about, you know, making some changes on my own, and you know, I know that's kind of crazy since I'm paying him to do the legwork on my diet and stuff. So I'm just going to stick with whatever he says. I'm going to send him my update here shortly, and you know, and just do whatever he says for this coming week. And I guess we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is all part of the experiment. So anyway, I just got back from the gym. I went to the gym this morning when my wife got up for class, and I knocked out, I guess it was sort of a chest and triceps workout, and the workout that Jeff has specified for me, and I felt really, really good, you know, and I think part of it's just having some new exercises to kind of play with, so I think it's kind of keeping it interesting. But you know, I also think in a way it's a little less intense than what I would normally do. I feel like I normally go into the gym, and like I said in my previous video, I superset. I do a lot of just heavy work, and at this stage in the game, I think it's probably crucial that I start backing off a little bit and start focusing on toning or just getting a muscle pump and kind of working on some of the smaller, more focused exercises, I guess, instead of like the big lifts, you know. So I felt pretty good about that. Oddly enough, you know, I got off work late yesterday. We went to the dog park last night, and I was just kind of itching to go to the gym again. For some crazy reason. It happens. I don't know. I was thinking, I did my cardio and stuff. I went to the gym yesterday morning and I did cardio, but for some reason I thought I'd go back to the gym and do another round of cardio, which, you know, that would probably explain why my body weight's dropping so much. But anyway, I got to the gym, and I just wanted to hit the weights for a few minutes before I hit the treadmill, or the exercise bike actually, and it was kind of a weird vibe. It was a Friday night at the gym, and I guess I got there around 8 o'clock, and I just felt really good. You know, I got a really good pump going, and I ended up staying at the gym until like 9:30, and came home and had dinner, and I just kind of told my wife, I texted her from the gym, and I was like, I'm feeling really good. I got a good pump going. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it last. And you know, I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know, I feel like if I'm at the gym and things are going well and I'm feeling good, I need to kind of capitalize on that, because there are plenty of days like this past Tuesday where I get to the gym and I feel like I'm just completely dead. So anyway, yeah. So I got up this morning and I did that chest and tricep workout with some abs at the end, and then I jumped right onto the exercise bike and I banged out my cardio. I banged out 450 calories, and incidentally, I think I'm done with the treadmill. I don't think this guy's getting on a treadmill for the rest of this contest prep. I think the exercise bike is sufficient. I'm kind of getting used to it. It's kind of nice to sit there and be able to like watch some videos on my phone and stuff. And I just feel like it's safer, and I'm burning the calories, and at this stage in the game I don't need to be like sprinting and doing like, you know, crazy fast long runs and stuff. As Jeff said, I'm training for a bodybuilding competition, not a marathon. So I feel pretty good about that, and I don't know, it's kind of fun watching. I watch Jeff's videos on YouTube. I watch Nick Wright's videos on YouTube. And I don't know what it is about Nick Wright. He's a goofball, but I don't know. I think like 3 of his videos is usually about the time it takes for me to burn 450 calories on the treadmill, roughly. Or excuse me, I keep saying on the treadmill, on the exercise bike. So, you know, I appreciate the videos and stuff that people post. It's good motivation. It's just good entertainment sometimes too. And, you know, especially just to know that I'm not going it alone. And then after that, I went and I tanned, and I'm actually getting really, really dark. I don't know if you can tell, but I switched over to this new tanning accelerator. I think it's called Insanely Black. I think the one I was using before was Total Black or something like that. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, I've never used a tingling accelerator before, and this stuff was intense. The first time I used it 2 days ago, I don't know about tingling. It's more like somebody poured gasoline on your skin and, you know, lit a match. I mean, it's like it burns. But you know, it burned the other night, and I got out and I was really red, which they say is kind of a side effect, because I think it has something to do with like bringing the blood to your skin to help with the tanning process. And anyway, I ended up, you know, a couple hours later, eventually the red faded and I got really, really dark. And I think I'm getting darker. So I'm going to stick with that for the next week or so. And then I guess next week I'm going to look into spray tans and try to figure out what day that needs to happen in order for it to look the best for the competition. You know, I know tanning's really bad for you. I've said this before. I haven't really elaborated on it. I know it's awful for your skin. I know I have a friend actually who just had his nose operated on for skin cancer. So, you know, that's kind of a message right there. And, you know, I think once the competition's done, I think the tanning's pretty much finished. I don't really think there's any need to continue tanning. Even though it's nice to be, you know, brown, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm like overly brown. People actually at the office have been asking, they're like, why are you so dark? And, you know, then there's that whole conversation about the competition that I'm doing. So, yeah, that's been my morning so far. I'm like ravenous right now, as usual. I usually try to knock these videos out before my wife gets home from class so she doesn't have to listen to me go on and on. But I guess that's pretty much it. I'm going to go do my, you know, my pancakes and stuff, and got the rest of the day is going to be, you know, some other stuff I've got planned, and hopefully a nap at some point. It's a beautiful day outside, but actually it's going to be a busy weekend, and actually this coming week is actually going to be pretty stressful because I've got some other stuff that I need to focus on. So anyway, I think that's pretty much going to be it. I've been talking to my wife about this upcoming competition. The first one, I think she's going to be there. I have a colleague from work who I think is actually going to go with me in the morning because my wife has class, so I think he's going to come along and kind of be backstage with me and help get me all, you know, oiled up and all that fun stuff, and just sort of be there for support. And I think the following week, the OCB competition that I'm going to do, the New Jersey Natural Open, I think I'm going to go to that by myself just because it's so far away. It's like a 2-hour drive, and we have 2 dogs, and, you know, I actually have a hotel room reserved already, so I can just, you know, stay the night after the competition and come back the next day. And I just think it's going to be too much to try to get my wife there and make sure our dogs are taken care of and stuff. And I don't want to ask my friends from the city to go either, because, again, I just feel like it's a long day, it's a long drive in one direction, and, you know, I think at that point, after having done the first show, I think the second one's just going to be, you know, for fun. You know, hopefully I can learn a few things during the first competition, and, you know, just kind of go out with a bang and have a good time at the OCB competition that I attended last year as a spectator. So anyway, that's it for Saturday. Gonna go make some pancakes and send Jeff my update. And I'll see if I can try to tack on some of my photos that I just took to kind of show you where I'm at. So anyway, all right, until next time.